Hello, we're gonna get started. Okay. I hope everyone's having a good Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there and nurturing figures. If you're on Instagram Live, you might want to have the YouTube on backup because I have the worst luck with Instagram Live. So the link is in my bio, just as a heads up. So today we're actually going to start lying down on our backs. So if you want to get into a nice comfortable position on your mat, and maybe your toes can splay out to the corners of the mat. You can have the palms up or facing down. If your shoulder feels a little bit wonky or your upper back, you can lift the shoulders for a second and then tuck the shoulder blades under to flatten things out, make a little more contact. And then start to breathe. Maybe a little bit more consciously here. And as you come into those sensations, start scanning the body to begin relaxing each muscle, starting with the crown of the head, down through the space behind your eyes, your mouth, jaw, neck, throat. Sending your breath and energy down your shoulders, 2 arms, and eventually all 10 fingers. Down through the torso, the belly and the hips. Relaxing through the thighs, knees and shins. And then your feet and your toes. Feeling this sense of calm, maybe start to permeate your body. And thinking about what today is, starting to find an intention, maybe a nurturing figure in your life, and just thinking about them throughout the practice and the rest of the day. And while we're down here, we'll start setting in stone that Ujjayi nostril breathing to carry you through. Start with a deep inhale through the nose. And let out the mouth to start with constriction in the throat. Make a do that one more time as a breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth open. And to get into our full Ujjayi, this time on the exhale, keep those lips sealed. Same noise, but let the breath come back up to the nostrils. Inhale. Exhale, mouth sealed. And the exhale, really draw your belly in, navel reaching towards the spine. Inhale one more time. Exhale out the nose. And drawing your knees to your chest. Give yourself a gentle hug. And roll slowly up to seated. You can face forward. I'm just going to grab a timer real quick, but while I do that, just start sinking into your body, sitting upright and breathing. legs aren't already crossed, you can do that now. Really grounding the hips through the mat and the earth. And then you can take your hands to your knees, make some small rolls with your neck. One way. And then the other way. Come to face forward. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. And then hinge at the hips, hands out in front of you. And just sink down to wherever feels good. Maybe you could tent the fingers. Your nose doesn't have to reach the ground here. We're just trying to get long in the torso and the side bodies. So walk your hands over to the right corner of the mat, feeling that deep side stretch, but not doing too much work here. Really plugging that left hip into the ground if it's floated up. And back over to the left side now. Plug the right hip down, breathe through the side body. I'm sorry, Louie is like making a very inappropriate appearance right now. Come back up to seated, and then we're gonna meet on all fours. As always, shoulders positioned over the wrists, hips over knees. And we'll just do traditional cat-cow for a minute here. So have the toes untucked, drop the belly on your inhale, lift the chin up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, curl the tailbone, coming to cat, drop the head and neck. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep with your breath. Move through a couple at your own pace. And then come back to center. We're going to do a modified cat-cow. So on the inhale, you're going to push up to cow, normal cow. And on the exhale, raise your right knee as you curl the tailbone and draw the knee up to the right elbow. Bring it back down on the inhale, up to cow. Exhale, curl the tailbone, modified cat. Bring the left knee up to the left elbow. Come back down. Inhale, cow. This time, exhale, cat. Draw the right knee to the left elbow. Knee back down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Left knee to left elbow. Bring it back. Inhale, cow. And then on the exhale, tuck your hips. Lift yourself up and back. First down dog. Fingers wide. Arms straight, but trying not to have too much of a lock in the elbows. So draw them forward to help with that. And then pump out the heels and the calves. And all together, we're going to take a really deep bend in the knees. So your hips lift up and high. Exhale, draw the heels towards the mat. Down dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Let the air out. Back up, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the hips. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, bend the knees, hips up. Exhale, down dog. So now that we've warmed up the calves here, the heels, we can come into stillness in a down dog, finding our foundation for all of our poses. And then Slowly tiptoe or keep your feet flat, walking to your hands at the top of the mat, and then walk back down, finding your down dog. Gonna do this just a couple more times. And back. Find the down dog. And then last time, come to the top of the mat. Meet your hands. Feet are gonna be hips width distance. 2 fists put together to measure it out. And then bend the knees, drape your chest over your thighs, drop the head and the neck, and sway a little bit. Bring some movement into this more passive forward fold. And then slowly rise up to standing. When you get there, roll the shoulders up past the ears, draw them down the back, palms facing forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll do a few sun salutations to get into our vinyasa flow and the different variations that are available, as always. So inhale, reach the arms up, maybe do a little back bend here. And exhale to dive over the legs, hanging heavy. Inhale, draw the palms up your shins, shoulder blades towards one another to find your flat back. Exhale, both hands on the mat. Walk it back to plank so you're pitching forward on the balls of your feet, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend the elbows deeply and first drop your knees slowly, chest and then chin. Untuck the toes. Inhale about halfway up, still deep bend in those elbows, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, come back, down dog. One breath here, that's first variation. Dropping the knees, chest, chin. And when you do a baby cobra or a medium cobra where you can go a little bit higher, maybe try floating the hands up so that you're using your core and your back to lift the chest. All right, one more inhale. Exhale, deep bend in the knees and walk or jump up to the top of the mat. Let an exhale out. Inhale, sweep the arms up to standing. Exhale, dive over the legs, hang heavy. Inhale, find your half lift, flat back. Exhale, palms on the mat. Walk it to plank. We can do knees, chest, chin, or bend the elbows and hover halfway down parallel with the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift it up, arms straight for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Using these vinyasa flows at your discretion, or simply coming in down dog or child's pose when we link all of our poses. A brief warrior flow here to get into our hips. Inhaling the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl the spine, draw the knee to the nose, and then plant your foot between your hands. Low lunge on the exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, ground the back foot. Peel open for warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward, sweep it up and back, find your peaceful warrior. Exhale to windmill your arms down, surround the front foot, pivot back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Linking your nostril breath with each movement. One breath here, back in down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl the spine, knee to nose. Plant your foot between your hands, low lunge. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, ground the right foot this time. Heel open, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward, sweep it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down, frame the front foot, vinyasa flow. Again, one breath here when you're back in down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and plant your foot between your hands, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, peel open, warrior two. We're gonna bring some movement. So inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, sink back, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, back, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, and this time reach forward with the right arm and placing it either on your shin, ankle block, or the mat. Peeling that left arm open, using your right hand to really find length to peel open the chest. So that might mean you need to move your hand up a bit. 5 breaths here. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Gaze is on the left thumb if that feels okay, or maybe forward. Inhale for 3. Peel open a little bit more. Exhale. Inhale 2. Plug the left shoulder back in its socket to spiral a bit farther. Last inhale. Stay steady through the exhale. Inhale back up in a fluid motion. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Again, flip that front palm, reach forward, sweep it up and back. 5 breaths here in peaceful warrior. So you can maybe do a bind here to take your left hand and wrap it around to your right hip. Or you can kind of float it down the left leg, just to give you some options. Inhale, coming through our 4th breath, spiral the chest. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale, almost there. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly float back up. And we're going to pivot our feet towards the opposite side of the mat. Ground the right foot, peel open warrior two, left side. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Reach over the left foot. Plant the hand where you did on the right side. And then peel the right arm open. Trikonasana, left side. Inhale for 5. Spiral. Exhale. Inhale for 4, making sure the fingers are spread wide. That right arm is straight. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. One more inhale. Stay steady through the exhale. Inhale, float it back up, bend the left knee, and sweep the left arm up, peaceful warrior. Left side again, if you took that bind, feel free to do that again, or keep your hand down. Inhale for 5. Exhale, strong in the core, peel open. Inhale 4. Exhale, keep that leg in front nice and bent. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Last inhale. Exhale. Inhale to bring it back up. We're going to pivot both feet forward, taking a hinge at the hips. So we're going to clasp our hands behind our backs. If your shoulders are feeling tight, you can just clasp the fingers, or you can take a full clasped hands, reaching the palms together. But wherever you are, reach down towards the ground so that your chest feels open, and making sure there's equal footing and you're not leaning one side or the other in the hips. So really imagine a magnet drawing the thighs together. Lift the chest. Exhale, hinge at the hips, sending the shoulders overhead. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Maybe pivot a little more on the front balls of your feet. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale 2, keeping with the nostril breath. Exhale, audible. Inhale 1. Exhale to slowly unclasp your hands, maybe draw the shoulders up a bit, and then walk your hands down your legs. Plant them in front of you, and lift yourself up to a flat back before walking to surround your front right foot. Pitch both feet forward, drop the left knee, and we're going to clasp the thumbs, brief crescent moon, and then frame the front foot. Move through your vinyasa. A couple breaths here. Next exhale, take a child's pose. Release your forehead to the mat. Sink your hips back down towards your heels, arms out in front, or maybe draped by your side body. Whatever feels nice. Keeping with your breathing. If your hands aren't already in front of you, bring them there. Take an inhale to tuck your toes, and exhale to bring yourself back to your steady down dog. This time, inhale the left leg high up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then plant your foot between your hands. Low lunge on the exhale here. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, ground the back foot, heel open for warrior 2. We're going to do extended side angle. Drop that left forearm on the left thigh. Counterclockwise, your arm to sweep up and then land parallel with your ear. You can stay here for 5 breaths. If it binds in your practice, move through that. And if you're not sure what that looks like, again, kind of like in triangle, you can tuck your right hand into your left hip. we're coming into our fourth breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to feel a nice line of energy through that grounded back foot all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, lift your body up just for a second here. And then we're gonna shift our right foot, pivoting on the ball of the foot so that we're facing forward. And you can pivot on the ball, or if you wanna feel a little bit more grounded, you can actually just ground the back foot too. Bring it up maybe a little bit. Shift that left hip forward, right hip back. Keep a bend in the front knee. Clasp your hands behind you, draw them down. And on the exhale, lift them up, hinging at the hips so that your chest is to the right side of your left thigh for devotional warrior, really getting into the shoulders and hips simultaneously. Inhale for 5, really draw that left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale to slowly lower your hands down to frame your foot. If your right foot isn't already pivoted on the ball, go there now. We're going to really press through our right hand as we bring that left arm up for a nice twist. Inhale 5, press, press, press through that right hand. Exhale. Inhale 4, you can also use a block under the right hand for a little bit more leverage. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot. We're going to ground the back foot and windmill yourself up to standing. We're going to pivot towards the opposite side of the mat, coming to our right side, extended side angle. Hinge at the right knee. Drop your right forearm on your right thigh, and then clockwise this time, sweep your arm up overhead, parallel with the ear. 5 breaths. Inhale for 5. Exhale, maybe do a bind or a half bind. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. This is 1. Inhale. Exhale. Unhinge yourself if you're in a bind. Pivot that left foot up. Maybe come on the ball if you'd like, or keep it grounded. Bend in the front knee. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Clasp the hands behind you. Lift the chest. Exhale, hinge. Draping over onto the left side of that right thigh. Devotional warrior. Inhale 5. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. Plug the right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale, slowly bring your hands to the mat, making sure you're on the ball of the left foot this time. Press through the left hand, feel the right arm open. 5 breaths, inhale. Exhale. Inhale 4, fingers spread wide, arms straight. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly bring your hands down. Lift yourself up and pivot towards the long side of the mat. Once more here. And instead of clasping your hands behind you, we're going to start them at our hips. So again, equal footing between both legs. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. And then slowly lower your hands to the mat. Or maybe you need some blocks. And bend the elbows if you can. Release your head to the ground. You can walk your hands back, maybe to the line that's imaginary between your 2 heels. And relax as you breathe. You want to ignite your seat of intuition to kind of stimulate the crown of your head. You can take a block or whatever improvised block you might have. And just set it right there. We'll lose count of our breaths just so we can really focus in here on the blood flow in the opposite direction with the head. Slowly raise your head, releasing a block if you use one of those. And bring yourself up, just half lift in the back. And then back down. Pivot on your toes towards the left foot. Drop the back knee facing forward. Inhale, clasp the hands, reach up. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. And when you get there, pitch forward and drop on your knees for a child's pose. Checking in with your intention. Inhale, tucking the toes. Exhale, bring it back up. Down dog. We're going to do a variation of down dog to really get into our shoulders here. So you're going to start by taking your right hand and reaching for your left foot to peel open. You're going to really feel it in that left shoulder, so we'll do 3 breaths here. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Draw the heels back. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale, release the hand. Bring it back in front, coming into a regular down dog. And then we'll take the left hand, wrap it on the right foot, feel the chest open. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Come back. We're going to roll forward to plank. And then bringing your right foot on the outside, stacking the left foot. We're going to do a side plank. Right hands and fingers spread wide as you slowly bring that left arm up. Lift the hips. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. If this is too much, you can bring your left leg out in front of you. Bend the knee. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. One more inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower it down, coming into normal plank. And then bringing your left hand to the center of the front of the mat, pivoting the outside of the left foot down, right foot stacks. Feel the right arm open. 5 breaths. And again, if you did that modification, you can bring your right foot out in front, bend the knee. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, keep with that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 1. Exhale, slowly lower your hand back down. Pivot back to forward, normal plank. And then we're going to exhale and slowly bend the elbows to lower all the way down onto the belly. And we're going to do a nice up dog to stretch out the shoulders. So pressing your hands right beneath your elbows or your shoulders, elbows are bent. And then inhale to lift yourself up. Arms are nice and straight. And if you want it to be a little more passive, you can keep your thighs glued down, or you can lift up just onto the tops of your feet in your hands. You'll feel it through the belly. So inhale for 5, draw the shoulder blades back, chin up. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 1. Exhale, release the belly onto the mat. Drawing one cheek onto the mat, hands behind you, toes towards one another, so that you can release the lower back here. And just let go of expectation for a moment. And then bring your other cheek to the mat, facing the opposite way. Bring your chin on the mat, hands beneath the shoulders, and lift yourself up onto all fours. And taking your right hand, you're going to bring it up onto your head so that the elbow's out. You're going to inhale to push through the left hand as you lift up through the shoulder. And then exhale to draw the elbow to the inner elbow of your left arm. Inhale back up. Exhale, draw the navel towards the spine on each exhale. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. One more inhale. Exhale in. And bringing your left arm up now to the head. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, make contact with the inner elbow of the right arm. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Hands on the mat. Walk them back, drawing your hips to your heels and bringing your legs right out in front of you. Gonna do some hinges here. So bringing your legs together, flex the feet, and you're gonna take your hands behind you flat on the mat, fingers forward. Inhale to lift the chin up, and then exhale to tuck the chin towards your chest and draw the navel towards the spine for staff pose. Inhale for 5, really flex the thighs so much that maybe your ankles float a little bit. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for our actual second breath. Exhale. And then inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale to lift the arms up for Paschimottanasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, grabbing either for the thighs, ankles, fan out the toes. You can always use a strap or a makeshift strap. And find your length. And when you get to there, inhale one last time to lift the chest. Exhale to hinge. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. Slowly lift your seat back up. I'm just going to pivot so that you can see me the long side of the mat. But we're going to lower down onto our back and draw your knees up to your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe roll side to side here. And back to center. You can release your legs so that your feet are flat on the mat. We're going to move through bridge and a bridge variation if you would like. So keep your feet flat down. Palms are flat on the mat. Walk the ankles back up so that they graze your middle fingers. Keep those legs nice and parallel here. And we're going to inhale to lift up. And now you can wiggle the shoulders under here and clasp the hands. And you can stay here in a regular bridge, or maybe bend the elbows so that you lift up your lower back and then kick one of your feet up. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. For those of you up, switch legs. Inhale 2. Inhale 1. If your leg's up, 2 more inhales. Exhale. Inhale. Bend the knee. Exhale. Release your hands. Lower down. And again, just release the lower back. Maybe windshield wiper the knees to either side. Draw the knees towards the chest. And roll yourself up, build some momentum until you get to seated. So, facing forward, we're going to take our right knee, so you can bend it up, left leg's extended, and then bringing it parallel with your chest, like this. You can stay here holding it towards your chest, or you can weave your hands under into prayer position. Keep both feet flexed, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale to slowly unravel and bring that foot straight out, and then take your left leg. We're going to do this side. So whatever you did, maybe you had your hand on your foot, or maybe you weave under for 5 breaths. Inhale 5. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Last inhale. Exhale to unravel. Both legs in front, wiggle them out. And you probably noticed we used our shoulders a whole lot today, and also our hips, and that is because we're coming to our peak pose, which can be a little bit difficult, but I think it's fun to practice and kind of mix things up when we're at home and everything feels kind of stagnant. So we'll go back to the right leg and come into that same position just for a second. And I mean, you can sit through this, or you can try and play with this 8-legged pose. I know we don't have 8 legs, but that's just what it's called. So you're gonna try and bring that right leg up over your right shoulder, and then bring your hands down onto the mat. Really position yourself here. And then maybe you lift that leg up and lock it, bringing both your ankles together. You can stay here or bring the legs out. Really grip the thighs together, lean forward, elbows bent like in crow. And then slowly come back down. I'll give you a second to maybe try that again, or you can move through crow or side crow, any arm balance that might be speaking to you today. You can move through that. I'm going to give it a whirl again. I'm a little bit rusty here. Come back down. We'll do the left side. So again, weave your hands under. Try and draw that left shoulder under the left knee. Pitch forward, raise the leg if you can. Walk the feet together. And come into your 8-legged if that's available. And again, you can move in a crow if you want. Wiggle the legs out in front whenever you're ready. And we're gonna all actually meet down on our backs. So if you can take your time getting there. You can keep the knees bent to start. Using your breath, the nostril breathing to kind of settle down your heart rate. And we're going to do a little inversion that, as always, sends fresh oxygen and blood to your brain, because your heart will be lifted over your head. This will be a little bit of a gentle one that will help relax the shoulders. We've worked so hard. So you're going to wiggle your hands here, palms down under your butt, so that you're kind of on your elbows. And then tuck your head so that it meets the mat. So you're a little bit upside down. And then you can bring the legs forward. And just stay here. This is fish pose. You'll feel it in the shoulders and a little stretch of the neck. We'll just be here for a couple seconds. So just focus on breathing. And if there's any tension in the neck, you can put a block beneath it and kind of just have it positioned parallel with the mat. One more breath. And slowly unravel. Let go of the head first as you bend the knees. And then lift your butt and bring your hands out. Consciously release your back. And you're going to bring your legs out. And draw your right knee to your chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then send it over to the left side. Arms can come out in a T shape. And you'll do a little supine twist. Maybe your gaze is over your right shoulder. Nothing fancy here. Just counteracting our poses. One more breath. Bring it back to center. And then hug your left knee towards your chest. And send it over to the right side. T-shaped arms. These can be over the left shoulder. Take a deep breath. And then bring the hips back to center. Draw your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug. Take a quick little happy baby. Wrap your hands around the right side, your right foot, and left side of your left foot. Draw those hips to your chest. And then slowly lower down. Maybe your feet are together in Savasana. And maybe you can bring them straight out. Savasana is great because it's whatever pose lying on your back serves you. And just breathe here. Let go of any thoughts. You can let go of the Ujjayi breath. Just notice the rise and fall of your belly as you rest. Breathing life back into your body. Take some belly breaths. Find small movements in your fingers and your toes. Maybe bring your head to the left and the right side. Reach your arms back past your ears like a nice morning stretch. And then move to fetal position on whatever side feels good. One breath here. And slowly bring yourself back up to seated, facing the front. You can cross your legs or maybe sit on a block or blanket. Take a deep breath together here, acknowledging your intention, a figure that is nurturing to you on this special day. Visualize that on the inhale and wish that figure well on the exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Prayer hands pressing your thumbs to your heartbeat. Feel that prana that you've built, your life source. Inhale to bring your hands to the spot between your eyes. And then exhale. Namaste, bowing to yourself in gratitude. Thank you for joining. This will be posted permanently on YouTube and Instagram for 24 hours. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to pass them along in Instagram or YouTube. I think the permanent comments will come through to me. But either way, I'm excited to see you next week as long as we're stuck in this quarantine. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. Thank you again.